Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Brooke's eggest over Hope's stance on Sheila, and Finn's mom pressures him to attend her wedding. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. At Forrester, Ridge concludes a work call and then asks Brooke to go home for lunch. She knows what he's getting at as he nibbles her neck. Steffi walks in and reminds them it's a place of business. Ridge quips, "Busted by the boss." Steffi tells Brooke she has a few words for Hope. Brooke seems aghast to hear that Hope is starting to think Sheila's a changed woman. More, KKL holds on for dear life. In Finn's office, he and Hope go over how rough her life has been with Thomas and Douglas leaving. Finn thinks she's better off without Thomas. "You deserve the best." Hope thanks him for the ego boost. It's not often you get complimented by such an accomplished and smart man. She grimaces and Finn realizes her headache is back. Hope admits it really never left. He teases that it's because of him and they share a laugh. At Il Giardino, Deacon updates his staff as Sheila watches. After she tells him how sexy he is when he's giving orders, she asks about their special day and if he's heard from Finn. Did he say if he's coming to the wedding? Deacon admits he hasn't heard from Hope or Finn. Sheila pouts and he suggests no news is good news. Maybe they'll surprise them. Sheila worries she's getting her hopes up too high. Deacon reminds her Finn loves her. Sheila muses, "And Steffi hates me. It would drive her nuts knowing Finn even wanted to come to her wedding." Deacon urges Sheila not to give up. She knows it's a lot to ask of Finn given his wife hates her. Deacon can't understand why Steffi can't just give him a hall pass. It's not like she's asking her or the kids to come. Sheila gushes how cute Hayes would be as the ring bearer. Deacon warns her not to get any ideas. Deacon just hopes Finn's dusting off his tux right now. She's getting ready to marry man of her dreams. If Hope agrees to show up, Finn may just follow. Sheila grins, "You are the man of my dreams." Deacon asks her to close her eyes and visualize Finn standing next to them at the altar. Sheila says she's trying, but she can only see Steffi's face, with a big-ass scowl on it. If Finn's office, he offers Hope more pressure point therapy. Hope gives him approval to really get in there, so he starts massaging her shoulders. He notes she's really tense, which often leads to headaches. He's sure the underlying factor is stress. Soon he asks, "How's that? Is that feeling better?" Hope muses, "Yeah, it's definitely helping." At Forrester, Brooke highly doubts that Hope thinks Finn's relationship with Sheila is normal. Steffi says she needs to get through to her daughter. Sheila is very dangerous. Ridge agrees. Brooke knows she wants to be closer to her father. Steffi says that whatever the reason, she doesn't want Hope to try to influence Finn. She needs to stay away from him. Brooke gawps, "What are you implying? Not wanting Hope around Finn?" Steffi says they all know Finn's been struggling and has complex feelings for his mother. Brooke's sure he feels caught in the middle. Ridge grunts that there's no gray area here. It's either your kids and your wife or the woman who tried to kill her. Steffi says if Hope wants to be besties with Sheila, she can have at it, but do not drag my husband into this. In Finn's office, he massages Hope's temples and tells her to take care of herself. Self-care is crucial. Going back to her shoulders, he explains how stress and tension become migraines. Hope says it hasn't been easy since Douglas left with his father. It's taken a toll on her even though she's not letting on. There's also a lot of uncertainty around Hope for the future. Sprinkle my divorce from Liam on top of it all. She's really been struggling, but has been hiding it well. Finn muses that now she has their parents' wedding to think about it. Hope admits she's considering going, just knowing how much it means to her father. "Which way are you leaving?" Finn quips, "Now you're going to give me a headache." As much as he'd like to be there, he has to put Steffi's feelings first. There's no way she'd be cool with it. He tells Hope her name is perfect. It's everything you embody. Hope for everyone, even the lost, misguided souls. Hope thinks he has the same quality. Finn muses, "Sounds like we've got more in common than we thought." He sighs and supposes that he should give Deacon an answer. "I had to put my wife first." Hope says Steffi is really lucky to have him in her life. At Forester Ridge and Steffi are convinced that Brooke can talk some sense into Hope. Hope walks in and Steffi says, "Speak of the devil." Brooke tells her that Steffi and Ridge are concerned that she's warmed up to the idea of Sheila. Hope recaps that she couldn't believe she was alive, but Deacon was right about it. Steffi points out that Deacon was right about that one thing, but Sheila should be rotting in prison. "You know how psycho she is, right?" Hope clears her throat and shrugs. Steffi gawps, "Oh my God, they've actually gotten to you." Brooke tells her daughter she can't let her father influence her like that. Hope argues that he believes she truly has changed. So much so that he proposed to her. They all exclaim over the dummy being engaged to Sheila. Steffi tells Hope this is all an act to lure Finn back into her life. Finn shows up at Il Giardino and tells Deacon he hears some congratulations are in order. Deacon was hoping he might get involved. Finn tells him Hope said he wants him to be his best man. He wants to be as supportive as possible, but Steffi, rightfully so, wants him to have nothing to do with Sheila. Deacon feels he's the kind of man who also makes his own decisions. Finn makes it clear that it would cause trouble in his marriage to come to the wedding. Deacon realizes he's turning him down. Sheila comes in behind Finn as he says he can't come to the wedding. Deacon understands but doesn't know how his mom will feel about it. Finn turns and sees Sheila. He tells her he's sorry but him being at the ceremony is something he can't do. Sheila says, "You can't or Steffi won't let you." She's his mom, she gave birth to him. She's finally found love and it's going to be a magical day. They'd really love for him to be a part of it. It would be so meaningful to have you there. To have you smiling at me during the ceremony. Please, say you'll be there. Say you'll be there for your mom on her wedding day. Brooke was stunned. In all the years she had known Hope, she had never seen her daughter take such an inexplicable stance. Sheila Carter, of all people, was the focus of Hope's newfound empathy and understanding. Brooke paced her luxurious living room, her mind a whirlwind of disbelief and frustration. The plush white carpet muffled her footsteps, but nothing could quiet the storm raging inside her. "Hope, how could you?" Brooke had asked earlier, her voice trembling with a mix of anger and desperation. They had been standing in the sunlit kitchen, the smell of fresh coffee wafting through the air, contrasting sharply with the bitter conversation. "Mom, Sheila has changed," Hope had insisted, her blue eyes earnest and pleading. "People can change. We need to give her a chance." "Not Sheila," Brooke had retorted, shaking her head vehemently. "She's dangerous. She's hurt so many people. She's hurt our family." But Hope's mind seemed made up, and no amount of reasoning or recounting of Sheila's numerous crimes could sway her. Brooke felt a cold dread settle in her stomach, the kind that only a mother's fear for her child can bring. This wasn't just about differing opinions, it was about keeping her daughter safe from a woman she knew was pure evil. As Brooke tried to process her daughter's baffling stance, another layer of the complicated drama unfolded. Finn, her stepson, was being manipulated by his birth mother. Sheila, the master manipulator, was at it again, using her connection to Finn to weave herself further into their lives. The news that Sheila wanted Finn to attend her wedding felt like a punch to the gut. Brooke knew how much Finn valued family and loyalty, qualities that Sheila was exploiting. She could see the pain in his eyes whenever Sheila was mentioned, the internal conflict tearing him apart. He loved his adoptive parents deeply, but there was an undeniable pull towards Sheila, a biological connection he couldn't simply ignore.